Hello friends, welcome to my channel Fusion NextGen Learning. If you're a first time viewer on my channel, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get latest update from Fusion NextGen Learning. In today's demonstration, we are going to cover one more business requirement. If let's assume business will have that they don't want to have the picking, they want to have where they don't need to do the picking, they can quickly ship out that material in bulk, as well as it will enhance their operations activity. How we can achieve this kind of features and utilize the feature to help our businesses. To have this feature, we have to complete few setups. So we'll do that. So let's begin. So to have this feature, first you have to go to the setup and maintenance and make sure that you have disabled the flag within the inventory organization that pick confirmation is required. So we'll do one by one all those setups. So we'll go to the task, and within the task we'll click on search, manage inventory organization. So you can click on search. Once you click on search, you can see that manage inventory organization, that is first task. So we'll go to the manage inventory parameters and disable that flag. So our inventory organization is 001. We'll try to search our inventory organization and go to the manage organization parameter. So you can see that I searched my inventory organization. I will click on manage organization parameter. Once I click on the manage organization parameter, I have to go to the item sourcing details. Once I click on the item sourcing detail, you can see that there is a flag enabled called pick confirmation required. So you have to disable this flag if you want to use the quick ship features or the functionality. Now I disabled the pick confirmation required. You have to, after that, click on save and close. Once done, we'll go to the second step, that is manage shipping parameter. Within the manage shipping parameter, we have to enable quick ship, where we have to define the sub-inventory codes as well. So we'll go back again, search, and we'll search our task called manage shipping parameter. Once we click on that, it will prompt the task manage shipping parameter. So you can see that the task name will pop up. We'll click on manage shipping parameter. We'll go to the respective inventory organization to enable the quick ship functionality. So you can see that we are within the 001, the inventory. You can see that enable quick ship. So you can see that it's enabled, and then sub inventory for quick ship. So you can define that sub inventory as well as locators. If you are having and using the locators too, you can define that default location. It allows business user to have quick shipping from the shipment UI without doing the picking and pick confirmation. Now, if you are defining the default sub-inventory codes, still system allows you to change your sub-inventories for the quick shipping in the shipment UI. Only thing is that if let's assume if you are having hundreds of orders to ship out quickly, if you are not using the defaults supplementary, then sometime user needs to change the supplementaries manually one by one in the shipment UI, which is not good idea. So if you want to utilize these features, make sure that you have all items on hand available within the respective supplementary so that user don't need to change it in the shipment UI. User can directly go ahead and confirm the shipment from there itself. Now we have perform shipment FBDIs too. That you can also utilize to do the picking and shipping in a bulk. So that features also you can used. Now we discuss more about, so to have the quick ship, this flag must be enabled and you associated your stores too. So we have validated. Now we'll close, save and close. Now after that, we'll move to the ship confirmation rule and we'll try to see whether we have defined it or not. So manage ship rule. So we'll try to search with that. So you can see that the task name is manage ship confirm rules. So we click on that task. Once we click on manage ship confirms rule, we have to see what parameters we have set it up. So we can see that within the auto ship. So what we have written will just validate. So you can see that ship with ship quantity, then option if shipped quantities are not manually entered, ship requested quantities. So you can see that the auto ship, that is our rule name. And then we have enabled the flag based on ship quantity. If you are using the quick ship, you can enable the requested quantities. So user don't need to enter the shipped quantity manually one by one at the shipment UI if you are using defaulting supplementary code. If let's assume you are changing any supplementaries, then system ask you to enter the ship quantity. If you are not entering that one, then system won't allow you and enable the quick ship flag at the shipment line, and you cannot proceed for the quick shipping. So you have to make sure. So for now, we have enabled the requested quantity. We'll show you. Now you have to click on save and close. Once you're done with the save and close, we'll go to the order management as well as we'll validate the on-hand availability. So now we'll go to the item quantities. So you can see that we have already searched the items. So our item is AS15142 organization and the supplementary. So we have already defaulted the store code as a stores, the supplementary code, and then you can see that we are having the 40 availability. So we are good to proceed for the shipment. Now we'll go to the orders and we'll validate. So if you check the order detail, you can see that we have enabled the supply 001. And if you go to the orders lines, you can see that we have entered the 2 quantity and now it is in stock. We'll try to submit it. Once we try to submit it, after that, we'll see how you can quick ship this particular order from the shipment UI without having the picking. To create the shipment number, to generate the shipment number, we have 2 functionalities available, 2 features available. Either you can generate the shipment number from the shipment UI, or we have one ESS job called create shipment, which you can utilize to automate for generating the shipment number. So user don't need to create the shipment number one by one manually at the shipment UI. So meanwhile, this order is in processing, will go to the navigator and will learn something about the create shipment, how you can achieve and utilize that functionality. So we'll go to the tools. Within the tools, you have schedule processes. So you can see that within the tools, we have the schedule processes. Within the schedule processes, you can use all seeded as well as the custom ESS job. So now, once you click on the schedule new processes, you have to type create shipment. Once you search with the create percent ship percent, you can see that the ESS job name called create shipments. You have to click on OK. Once you click on OK, you can see that you can select. So there are a couple of parameters. So you can select the schedule ship date from and to. It needs to be generate the shipment number. You can select that. Then ship from organization, that for particular shipment, ship from organization you want. For particular customer, ship to location, shipping method, create shipments. You have the options, no and yes. So whether you want to create shipment or no. Then shipment criteria. So you have across the order or within an order. And then for transportation shipment and the to transportation shipment and the line status. So now, if let's assume you want to schedule this ESS, you don't need to enable this from and to schedule. You can simply set the ship from organization. So I'm selecting 001 as a ship from organization. And then I will enable create shipment as yes. And then I will select the shipment creation criteria across the order and then line. So you have to make sure that you have set line status as all so that this ESS job will pick up your back ordered line 2 to create the shipments. If you are not selecting all, then based on the certain status, it will create the shipment. So accordingly, you can do that based on your business requirement. So for now, we are selecting the all. Let's validate the order status. So we can see that revised order was accepted and it's being processed. So we'll see that now the orders move to awaiting shipping and we are good to go. You have to simply submit the ESS job. Once it's submitted, it will create automatically shipment number for that particular order. So now, since we are not selecting the from scheduled ship date and to scheduled ship date, so it will be selecting for all scheduled order and it will generate the shipment number. Now we'll see how we can generate the shipment number manually from the UI. So to that, we have to go to the home and we'll go to the supply chain execution. Within the supply chain execution, we'll go to the inventory management and then we'll click on the task. And within the task, we'll click on the shipments. Within the shipment, what we have the manage shipment lines. So we'll click on that manage shipment lines. Once we click on that, we'll have to enter the order number. So we are entering 97385. And then we'll click on the schedule ship date. So we are selecting tomorrow and the next date. Or if it's not find out, then we'll select the today and past days as well. So accordingly, you can check the schedule ship date and accordingly you can find out. So let me search today and with the past due. So we'll try to search with that. Searching, you have a couple of criteria to search your particular order. You can utilize that as well. You can add within the search and save your search criteria so that every time you go to the manage shipment, you can use that. Now you can see that it prompted our order, and you can see that shipment number is not generated because we have not submitted the ESA job. That's why it's not generated. You can try it out. We have seen that the shipment number is not generated. So we have option available, auto create shipment. So you can click on the auto create shipment. It will automatically generate the shipment number for that particular shipment. If, let's assume, you are having multiple orders available. So let me just save and close. So you can see that shipment number got generated. Let me click on OK and show you how you can select multiple orders to generate the shipment number. Let's assume I have selected that particular order. You can put such condition, or you can select the schedule status. Based on that, it will find out couple of orders. So you have to just select that particular order, and one by one you can select all the orders, and simply you click on the auto create shipment. Now if you are selecting all the orders, it will create a single shipment number if that kind of business requirement you would have. If you want one by one to have, then you have to select and click on the auto create shipment, or you can utilize the best way. If you are having more orders to ship, you always utilize the create shipment ESA job. That will be the best approach. Now we have generated the shipment number. Now you can see that we have one flag. So let me show you. So we'll click on view column, and then we'll go to the inventory, and then we'll see. So we are selecting show all. So we'll enable. So I will show you that quick ship flag, which we talked about. So I enabled the show all. So it will enable all the fields to the UI. Now we'll go to this slowly and we'll show you. Yeah. So you can see that quick ship status. So currently the quick ship status is not enabled for this. And you can see that line status currently in ready to release status. After ready to release, you are not staging that line. System will allow you to ship out that materials as well. And once, the only thing is that your stores must be same as you selected within the shipping parameter. So that you have to make sure that stores you are not changing. Now, from ready to release, what you have to do within the action, you have to select the stage lines. Once you click on the stage line, it automatically stages and change the line status to the staging. Now you can see that it's currently giving us the error. So we'll go to the line, and then we'll try to enter the quantity. So we are entering to shipped quantity, and then we'll see, try to save, and we'll try to again. Yeah. So you can see that once I entered the shipped quantity, the quick ship status got enabled. Now our shipment line is eligible for the quick shipping. That's why it gives us error. So any point of time, if you're facing this issue, you have to enter the shipped quantity, and then you can see that quick ship status will be enabled if the store and that store will have that on hand availability. If not, then it will not enable this flag. Now you can stage it out, or if you don't want to enter the shipped quantity, you want directly, because if you are having 50 orders to shipped out, you don't have time to every time to enter the quantity for the shipped quantity. So you directly select all your orders and simply you can click on ship confirm. It automatically confirm the shipment and enable automatically flag quick ship status as a yes. So you don't need to do that as well. Since we are discussing in depth, that's why I entered. I show you how the error will got generated if you want that particular line to be staged. Now, if I click on the stage, it allows me to put that particular line to be staged. So you can see that now line status move to staged, and then you have to click on ship confirm. Once you click on ship confirm, it automatically get confirm. You can see that the shipment 86195 was confirmed. Now you can see that the line status moved to shipped status. So this is how you can achieve this kind of requirement in Oracle Fusion. So within the shipment line, you can select all your order one by one. You can select all your order. So if you are having multiple orders, you can select all those orders and just you click on the ship confirm. If you don't want to stage it out, if you don't want to enter the shipped quantity, if you want directly to happen, you just select and click on ship confirm. It automatically does the ship confirmation in a quick ship manner. Now, if you are having, let's assume you are having the one of the business requirement that sometime you schedule all this ESS job, but unfortunately that on hand is not available and your couple of orders going into back order. In all those cases, the best way to handle this kind of scenario, you use the perform shipment AppBDI. That will allows you to ship out your material into backdated as well. Backdated, what it means, let's assume you created one of the order in yesterday days and you want that order to be shipped out in past day, but unfortunately due to on hand unavailability, it's not happen. Now that particular order you want to ship out into the same day because the on hand is available now, then you use the perform shipment AppBDI and you put it the date into backdated. It will allows you to ship your material into past date. Thank you. Thank you for watching my channel Fusion Next Gen Learning. Keep subscribing, keep watching. Happy learning.